Good day and welcome to Alke-Centric. This is Umlungisi Kandlala, umigcwamisibe isikhabakhabane sakhabuvezi ngonyawo. Sala kulandela singalandelwa nangoSathane uqobo. Welcome back to Alke-Centric. Today would like us to talk about service delivery, crime, and Africans in general, and matching. Yeah. Uh, I don't even know whether it's matching. I'm not sure whether it's matching or, but I want the specific term. It's not matching. It's protesting. Yes. Yesterday, uh, when I got home from work, I live in a township, by the way. So there was a protest. Apparently, the protest is crime. I live in a society where there's high level of crimes, high level of crime. So people were tired that the criminals live amongst us and are known by most, but nothing happens to them. But the sad part is that these so-called criminals are fellow brothers from from Zimbabwe. I must say that, and in particular, in particular, the Andebele. So I'm splitting this. I'm split. Uh, my other side says you cannot take crime and paste it to Ndebele people and claim that they are criminals. It is the very same thing that the system is doing to black people in general. That anything that is criminalized is has a color. It is black. If there was a crime committed, the first picture that comes to your mind, even you as a black person, is a black person. You do not think of an Indian person, you do not think of a white person or a person of any race other than a black man. When I say a black man, I include colored people as well. So that is the sad part about it. And while these people were protesting, and while I understood their plea and cry, what offended me the most is that they started destroying people's properties. Like we have what we call street vendors, people who are selling quite a number of things. They sell clothes, food, vegetables, fruits, quite a number of things on the streets. So we call them street vendors. So they started destroying their stands, burning them. As much as I understood that their fight is against crime, I didn't understand how is it that they are destroying these people's stands where these people work. I do not understand. And our fellow brothers from Somalia and Ethiopia closed their shops because they knew what was to happen. The next thing, people will be getting into their shops, looting, stealing their stuff, basically destroying their business. What's that got to do with fighting crime? Because that is committing crime itself, because you're just being a criminal. And amongst those who were protesting, honestly, there are too many. Some of them are criminals actually, because they started destroying stuff that that had nothing to do with the crime that they claimed to be fighting. And I must attest here, some of our brothers from Zimbabwe, in particular, uh, uh, from the Ndebele tribe, are committing a lot of crime here. are committing a lot of crime here. I know that because I've experienced that. I have a personal experience. Last year, last year, I think it was around, must have been around May, April, May. I was crossing, I got off a car just close by a freeway, and as I got off the car and I had to cross some bushy area, and I was walking there. As I was walking there, two boys, and I'm gonna say boys because they are very young. Uh, they're probably between 20 and 24, between those ages. They approached me and they asked me if I know someone who is umtandazi. Maybe I'm not sure whether we can call umtandazi a diviner, but okay, in English they call umtandazi a prophet. They need help, they are unemployed, they do not know what is going on with their life, blah 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 blah. And as I was answering them, I just told them, no, I don't know anyone, and you seem to be in a wrong place to for you to look for such a person. You should go to the township, maybe go to house, I don't know, and ask if there is someone of that nature in whatever house, or at least get a recommendation, because where you are and you're claiming to be looking for a prophet just does not add up. And as I was saying that, one of the boys pulled a gun, pointed a gun at me, and the other one had a screwdriver. Uh, they basically wanted money. They wanted a phone. They told me, give us a phone, give us money. Unfortunately for me at the time, I had no money. I remember exactly, I only had 20 rands in my pocket. Exactly 20 rands in my pocket. And I had no phone. So they pointed a gun at me, and I pleaded with them. I feared for my life, and I pleaded with these guys, like, you can search me. I I don't have money. Or to cut the story short, they searched. They couldn't find anything. They didn't find anything, and they left. So my point is, I know that some of these people, some of these criminals are fellow brothers from Zimbabwe, particularly Ndebele, from Ndebele tribe, from the Ndebele tribe. I know that for a fact. Few weeks, actually 2 months ago, they shot a Somali brother who has a tuck shop, or maybe let's call it a mini shop for everyone in the diaspora to understand what a tuck shop is. A mini shop. They shot him dead and took the money, and he had already given them the money, by the way. But they shot him 3 times. They killed him. So I understand why people are tired of crime committed by people. And I've got to say this. When my brother decides to accommodate me in his house as a brother, because of whatever trouble that I'm going through in my very own house, I should be the last person to be causing trouble in his house. Honestly, I should be the last person to be causing trouble in his house. I'm one person who should be about harmony in the house. If they see me, they should see peace. They should be at ease. That is my one part of the argument. The other part is that now that, okay, we are fighting with, or claiming to be fighting crime, how is it that we are then destroying people's properties, destroying people's stands, people who are not committing any crime? Because when we do that, firstly, we are committing a crime. That is criminalous. That is point number 1. Point number 2, if we are destroying these people's stands, these fellow brothers and sisters stands. They are selling, they are making a living, an honest living. So if we are destroying their stands, what do we say they must do? What should they do to earn a living? Because they will go home and they will be hungry, and hunger, or let's be honest, poverty creates criminals. This system is deliberately created. It's created like this deliberately to create criminals. So if they have nothing to eat, their children are crying, what do you think they're going to do? What's next for them? Honestly, think about it. They've traveled kilometers and kilometers to come here, look for a better life, and they are creating a better life for themselves. No, and as they are creating that better life, they didn't find jobs. There are no jobs in South Africa. Honestly, it's really bad. But these brothers and sisters have created employment for themselves. We are destroying that. What do we expect? We are creating criminals. We do not understand that, and we are criminals ourselves. There's one thing that DJ Spoo spoke about that struck me. There's a video about decolonization of African religion. He spoke about these so-called street vendors. DJ Spoo owns more fire, and he still goes to the street and sell to show you where the money is. The problem with us, we are programmed to believe that in order for you to have money, you must be employed by someone. To an extent that we are startled by someone who actually makes a living from just selling. You know, I was speaking to one of my colleagues last week, and I said to him, uh, if someone sells fat cakes amakwenya for 1 rand, and that person generally would sell them from 5 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock, especially now in winter, maybe even later, because it's winter. This person is selling each for 1 rand, one fat cake for 1 rand. If this person made 1,000 fat cakes, that person has made 1,000 rands in few hours, not even the whole day. From 5 o'clock to 10, it's made 1,000 rand. And that colleague of mine agreed with me. And then he posed, he said something that, okay, but you need people to work with you. And there's a lady that I know, and I'm quoting him here, who sells them. She seems to be making a lot of money, but she has people that that work for her. My response to him was, in a business, the minute you are in a position to employ even one person, it means that you are going somewhere. There's light, because it means that you are able to pay a salary. Once you are able to pay a salary, you are in a better position. You are getting there. So let us wake up and try to create employment for ourselves, find a way to create employment for ourselves, and stop being self-destructive and self-hating. Yes, we know some of our brothers and sisters are criminals, even not from Zimbabwe. From here in South Africa, we know that some of them are criminals. That's a fact. So let us deal with criminals, not with everyone. We cannot be destroying each other like we do. Let us love each other. Let us support each other. Let us try by all means to make sure that we create an economy that is our own, that we can control ourselves. Thank you for watching. Please like, share with your brothers and sisters, friends and family. Maybe it would be of help to someone. And comment on the comment section below. Last but not least, please subscribe. Thank you. Tamako.